Jesse Palmer and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cornhuskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will get the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Wants to throw on third. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's McClain. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. They're setting up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left. Finds some room. Touchdown, Huskers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. wants to go up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. Snags it inside the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen. But
and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops.
Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll try to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the D denied them on second and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, first down and more. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. The give from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Bond.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes the catch. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Huskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's third and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Husker! Fit it in the window for the
score.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw it. Looking deep. Got it in the middle. It's Smalls. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He'll set up to throw. Here's a heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a third?
Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And the missed connection on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Complete to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Husker. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And the free every safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This
lets it fly deep downfield. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Snaps it in the shotgun. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. lead that is already way out of hand. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 13 over Toledo. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll not. After a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. And his first pass is incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Heaves it deep. He's got it for a big play. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass.
28.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Figueroa. He's out past the 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's DeMarco. Makes the grab, it's Bridges. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks, it's Terrell. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Big fella moving. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. He leaves it with his back. Nice move there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Unleashes one. Caught over the middle. It's Figueroa. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cornhuskers have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the... Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Complete to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Buys a little extra time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.